Beyond the bridge. Welcome back, one and all, to Trails of Cold Steel 3. I am the Dark Seraph. Last time, we've been making our way to the fortress. More monsters.
Let's go!
It's my turn! Second form, Gale!
Ah!
Now! Ring into the night! Nocturne Bell!
My turn. Exterminating!
I'll handle this.
Take that!
It's my turn! Sit! Whew. Everyone okay?
We managed to defeat it. Dreknor Fortress. Have you been holding back? Now that you mention it, it's clear your strength and stamina have improved, but you're not using your full power. It feels sort of like he's stopping himself from going one step further. Should have known. It's not that I'm not feeling well, or I'm not serious. I thought you may have been trying to match your students, but it does have something to do with your spirit unification. I didn't even notice, but you haven't been using it at all, have you? Channeling your ogre power to enhance your skills and abilities. Did it stop working? No, it's still there. It's just, ever since the Northern War, I can't seem to control it well anymore. You can't control it? That's... The Northern War. That's when General Aurelia Le Guin led an annexation of Northumbria. It seemed like it was a difficult time for you, so I didn't ask about it. What happened? Well, Instructor Sarah already knows about it, so maybe it's time I let you guys know too. It was spring last year after the battles in Crossbell were finished. I had been receiving orders from the government about once a month. The final and largest order was to participate in the Northern War. It began as a dispute over the Northern Jaegers' responsibility in burning down Keldic during the Civil War. Thank you, it's Keldic. I couldn't remember. That's what Pram reminds me of. Then after Northumbria completely rejected the Imperial government's demand for compensation, war broke out amongst the Northern Jaegers in a swarm of giant archaisms that came out of nowhere. Instead of the Imperial Army, the government sent a state-of-the-art Panzer Soldat division led by General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace. The official reason was to wipe out the terrorist group known as the Northern Jaegers, who had taken over the entire state. As the battle intensified, Altina and I began our evacuation guidance in the capital, Halasik. We worked with Instructor Sarah and the RMP led by Major Claire to help civilians escape the fighting. But then, thousands of giant archaisms appeared and started to go on a rampage. When the evacuating civilians started to get attacked, I called Valimar without hesitation and used spirit unification to release my full power. I remember up until the point where I defeated the last archaism. Then I lost consciousness, but even then my ogre power kept going. According to Sarah and Altina, I was in a weakened state. When I woke up 3 days later, the whole autonomous state had been completely occupied. By then, all I could do was sit and watch as North Ambria was annexed by the Empire. Reen. And Sarah told me a little, but I had no idea he had to go through something like that. My weakness aside, it was after that point I couldn't use my spirit unification anymore. Well, it's not that I can't use it, but it's become so powerful it's out of my control. It's impossible for me to stop on my own. Since then, I've been trying to suppress it. And that's probably what's affecting my sword arm. Well, it's completely understandable. It's only natural you hold back. You were unconscious for 3 days? There's no way you can use that anymore. Of course not. The risks are too big. Yeah, but if the time comes, I can't hesitate. If anything were to happen to my students, for example, I'd use it in a heartbeat. But I'm going to do my best to make sure that doesn't happen. That's why he wants them to stay behind. Don't forget, we'll be by your side. We won't let you go it alone. This time will be your strength. Please rely on us. That is, after all, why we've come. His students heard that, didn't they? I don't know. It's likely.
Take them down! Got it!
So, now
What do you think of
let's
it?
see. Oh, well, I'll send you your reward.
All right, let's go.
That's where I'm supposed to go. I wonder what's at that gate, though. I want to check it out.
Everyone ready?
I must continue to train.
I did it.
Yay, I did it!
I'm very proud of you all. Now then, treasure. A lot of that.
Sit! All right, let's go.
Like I said, I'm curious about what's over in the
Yeah!
gate.
Should be the leftmost path at this junction.
It is.
Roger
I'm just
that.
curious what's
Let's
this
go.
direction. No need to go to Heimdall.
Treasure sighted. Begin recovery mission.
But it was worth it for a treasure. An orange cape. What does that do? Prevents faint. I hope I get that stuff
All right,
back.
let's go. Yeah!
Drekner Fortress. Here we are. The only Imperial Army base that can match Gorelia Fortress. My father has visited here several times to give me instruction in martial arts. Let's head on in. If Dad's here, I'm sure he'll listen to us. We need to ask the gatekeeper to send a message for us. It's enormous. It's much more dignified than I've heard. Yep, definitely just as big as Gorelia.
You there! What business do you have here?
Excuse me, we... Wait, that voice.
Whoa, Reen? What are you doing here?
You're part of the 4th now? You know him?
Oh, wow. You're all from Class 7. Long time no see. Do you remember me?
Can't say I do. You are part of the fencing club. Alan? Warrant Officer Allen.
Warrant Officer Allen of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. Been a while, everyone.
It's amazing. Not only do you have your main tank unit here, you have so many new soldats. Look over there. That big one is the one V from the Imperial Liberation Front was using. Vulcan. But all these weapons. Isn't that the General's son? Maybe he decided to stop by on his tour. Is that the Ashen Chevalier with him? It is. Salute! Welcome to Dreknor Fortress. Oh man. I should have guessed they'd spot you right off the bat. People are still talking about the heroic exploits of Reen and Valimar. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have taken you through the back door. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I knew you joined the army, but I had no idea you made it to the 4th. It's the most powerful division in the entire army. The training must have been tough. Yeah, by the end of the day, I was completely wiped out. But I don't regret it. I want to keep the Empire safe. It's where she lives, after all. A man's honor, is it? That's right, you and Bridget got engaged after graduation. For real? Congrats. Thanks. It was a bit sappy, but so worth it.
You're here.
Sir!
Well, 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 look who
Welcome.
it is.
Schwarzer, young master. Arcade and Clausel as well, of course. Hello, sir.
Hey.
It's been quite a while.
You really don't have to call me that, you know.
Colonel Neidhart.
Seeing you all together, it's like I've gone back to Thor's. Actually, I take that back. You've grown into fine young men and women. It makes me proud to be able to say I was one of your instructors.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
The General is waiting. I'll guide you from here. Good work, soldier.
Sir!
General, they have arrived.
Come in.
Craig the Red.
He always strikes me as such an authoritative man in person.
Me too.
Because he is.
I'm sure he's become more so since his promotion.
My baby bundle of joy. Oh, Elliot!
And still the most doting father in existence.
Alright, no need for that. We'd like to cut right to the chase. If that's okay.
You've become a true man, son. Does a father's heart good to see.
Every time, like clockwork.
Neidhart is just embarrassed.
But Elliot's really perfected dodging it.
In any event,
I'm gonna say it right now. Elliot's first description of him, like no man of the Empire in the Craig family is gonna be a musician, but he's like the most doting father ever. I think Elliot was just a little sensitive.
it may be unwise to have you here given our positions, but I nonetheless welcome you.
Do you mean...
It seems you're already aware why we've come.
Of course. The primary duty of this fortress is to maintain order in the southern half of the Empire. I suspect I'll be unable to help. But please, spare no detail.
We're already aware of the circumstances. However, there are no plans for the 4th Armored Division to take direct action at the moment, even if you were to request it from you. Dad. So it's just as Major Arundel said. All you're allowed to do is watch. I don't get it. There's no way the Imperial Army can just let a bunch of archaisms stomp around on the countryside. I was pondering why that's the case on the way here, actually. With the power of this fortress has at its disposal, it would take less than half a day to stop their advances. But the reasons the army staunchly refuses to make a move. The Imperial Army, no, the Imperial government is waiting, isn't it? Waiting for the nobles to finally give up. So that's what it is. They're still hanging on. The provincial armies have been shrinking lately. And if a crisis were to happen, the government would be able to arrest the provincial armies have no merit. Excuse me. Then they would be able to discount the merits of General Aurelia and the others who drifted their hands in the Northern War, who dirtied their hands in the Northern War, excuse me. Finally, the public would start to question the entire noble power structure. Dad, Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart, are you both okay with that? Well, we know. Though we fought each other in the Civil War, the provincial armies are still our fellow protectors of Erebonia, standing by doing nothing while they're in the midst of a crisis injures our pride as soldiers. However, wounded through our pride may be, we remain bound to the chain of command. His Majesty and the Imperial government held supreme command of the military. We cannot go against their decision and act on our own. Well, that does make sense, but I'm still not convinced. Well, with the funds you have, couldn't they hire some Jaeger Corps like Zephyr? Could they? Yeah, they could hire Jaegers to assist the prevent. Why don't the nobles hire Jaegers? They've certainly got the money for it. Why are the noble families sitting idly while the provincial armies struggle to deal with this when they could hire Jaeger Corps and bracers to assist in these regards? What the fuck is going on? The nobles have a hand in this too. Then what of offering support via information? Surely you have an idea on where their base is. Well, we have our guesses. However, we are not currently at liberty to divulge that information. You can't even do that much? No. There's more to it, isn't there? What makes you say that? No. Chancellor Osborne has his own plans. However, Lord High Arms is the current head of Sutherland is known to be a moderate. Currently, he's organizing the Imperial Provincial Council and is working with the Imperial government through His Majesty, the Emperor. Well, that explains why Patrick was so willing to turn on the Noble Alliance. It's likely that High Arms himself turned on them. I don't see how backing him into a corner benefits the government. So there must be another reason. A reason that would prevent both the Imperial Army and the Provincial Army from taking action against the Society. Perhaps some circumstance unique to Sutherland. Now that you mention it, I have felt like something's been off the whole time we've been here. Why hasn't friggin' Marquis High Arms hired Jaegers if his provincial army is unfit? Or understaffed? Not just with the General, Toval, and Agate. That seems I've underestimated you. I suppose following the government's orders for a year has given you greater insight. It's true that I've seen both sides of a number of incidents. This old yet changing empire is full of contradictions and conflicts. Oh, that's monarchy systems for you. But it's everything I've learned being part of Class 7. So please, show us the path ahead. Not for the sake of the government, orders to the Ashen, but so we can become the foundation of the world. We feel the same. Indeed, even if the way ahead is clouded with the doubt and hesitation of others. As a member of Class 7 and Reen's friend, and as a musician, I'll play a melody that will lift the doubt and hesitation in clear of day. Elliot. Now that you men think of it, it's been 2 years since I first met the rest of you. The way my dear sweet Elliot has grown over the course of those years brings a tear to my eye. But it seems the rest of you have grown to be just as strong. I agree. Very well. I shall show you the path you seek. Neidhart, bring me a pen and paper. Wait, is Neidhart a major or the first lieutenant, or the lieutenant colonel? To General Van Dyke and him. Here you are. The place the Society must most likely built their base. That place is a part of a national secret that goes up to the highest levels of the Empire. Entering requires permission from the two top figures in the Sutherland province. That building with the gates. So you have permission from Olaf Craig, Marquis High Arms. Lot of back and forth. Meanwhile, Morning practice is finally done. Man, I'm starving. Looks like everyone's getting back to their routines. Tita, are you going on as well? Oh, that's fine. Go and get something to eat.
Hey, time for lunch yet?
Agate? Wow, Agate! Is it really you?
I look like I'm anyone else? I've been a few weeks now. You gotten settled in here?
Yes, everyone here's so nice. But what are you doing here?
Oh yeah, just stopped by to see how you were doing and take care of an errand. Seems like yesterday got pretty crazy. Sorry for not being here to help.
Agate. Don't worry. You're always with me. Right here.
For crying out loud.
Oh, Yor. Is this a friend of yours, Tita? Well, I'm sort of like her guardian. I was in the area for work, and I was stopping by to say hi. Work, eh? Guessing it has something to do with supporting Gauntlet type. So that means your Fee and Reen's... Guess the other instructors here are just as sharp as Sworzer. Since you're all here, mind telling me what went down yesterday? I'm a bracer from Liberal.
Hey, guys. Here you go, Kurt. The other one's for you, Allie.
Ah, thank you.
Thanks. Out of curiosity, what is an alley?
A nickname.
Oh, I just shortened your name a little. It's easier if I call you that. You like it?
You've started acting like her too now. Well, I don't care. Call me whatever you like.
Really? Allie it is then. While we're at it, how about you, Kurt? Huh? Where are you going? Wait, you're not...
Don't worry, I'm just going to train. Though I may lack skill and resolve, I'm still not foolish enough to go out on my own.
Hey. Just because he said that doesn't mean...
I'm fine. I know he did it to keep us out of danger. It's too much for us. No, for me to handle. What he said wasn't wrong.
You are a very well resolved young man. He understands. I like that. There's no, I have to prove myself to him to prove I'm capable enough and only end up getting himself in danger. I like that he knows his limits. That's good writing.
I still feel pathetic, though. But this is simply because I'm not good enough as I am now. All I can do is accept it and let it fuel me for next time. Provided there is a next time.
Boys are so bad at this sort of thing.
Huh?
Listen, Kurt. I get that you want to sound all tough and grown up and talk about how you accept the way things are. But the look on your face is telling me a different story. What's wrong with just saying, I'm frustrated I got left behind? No one should be okay with being tossed aside like that. Me and Allie feel the same way.
I do not know if I would call it frustrating, but generally speaking, I share the opinion. I've supported Instructor Reen in his missions over the past year. Though I am technically a student now, I remain unconvinced it was a good reason for excluding me.
I see. So that was what was going on between you two? That
She's grown
heartless
attached
jerk. How dare he do that to a cute little girl like you?
Well, she is adorable, but she's grown attached to Reen. She's developing more of a personality.
I know all that. I do.
Kurt, the only one who can decide your path as a member of the Vander family is you. Perhaps enrolling at the branch campus will help you find your way.
But even so, what am I supposed to do? Nothing will change the fact that I was left behind for being too immature.
That's not what you were left behind for. You were left behind because you're a student, and it's gonna get you killed. You know this.
Well, you won't know until you take action, right?
Oh, don't be stupid.
If there's something you aren't happy with, then do something about it. Even if it seems impossible, you just need to struggle and keep struggling until you overcome it. That's what all the people I respect and admire do.
Huh?
You know what? Being told I'm a burden by someone who's only known me a month kinda pisses me off.
He didn't
Let's
say
show
you're a
him
burden.
just how wrong he was about us.
Don't be
us are
fucking idiots.
Right, Allie?
I have no reason to object. My current mission is to support Class 7.
Don't be stupid.
You certainly are optimistic. Or at the very least, refreshingly blunt. Judging by the way you were talking, I assume you have a plan, yes? We'll need to figure out a way to catch up to Instructor Reen, and how we can help after that.
Huh? Do I have a plan? I kinda do, and I kinda don't?
Was all of that said without a plan? I'm quite impressed, actually.
Shut up! We just need to come up with something together.
The way you said that line sounded like
You're right.
And
it won't
from
be easy though.
Friggin'
I'm so glad the three of you seem to
Persona.
be feeling better.
Looking it up. Muse.
You're from Class 9, right?
Muse, was it? Is there something we can help you with?
Oh, quite the opposite. You see, I happened to overhear a little something. And I thought the three of you might be interested in it.
Erica
That's...
Heralcher.
What exactly are you talking about?
I'd bet good Mira it's something fun. I want in.
You?
Ash? What are you doing here?
Because they're the same voice actress. They're the same actor.
Since we're all here now, let's have ourselves a little chat, shall we?
I friggin' recognized your voice on that line. Why do I keep running into the same voice actors?
I was looking at a map of the area when I happened to notice a certain
I shouldn't
spot.
complain about this. I like these actors. I think they do well. Oh, you are all idiots. You are all idiots. You are all idiots, but I guarantee it's all gonna somehow work out because that's the power of anime! I'm gonna end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails of Cold Steel 3 as I see what kind of fucking trouble Class 7 and friends get involved in. But I need to get to an ending point. Shut up already! I know what to do. I know where it is. Yeah, we need to speak with Lord High Arms. I'm the Dark Seraph, signing off.